Hey everybody, I'm excited to share my experience of losing 20 pounds in a month and just break down the simple steps as far as what I did to lose those 20 pounds. So let's go ahead and get started right after this intro. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Dr. LeGrand, and if you're new to this channel, I do fasting videos. I talk a lot about fasting, and right now currently I'm talking about my journey of losing 40 pounds with doing alternate day fasting and different other techniques of losing that weight. So if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as well as give us a big thumbs up if you like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future videos that we do here on this channel. So as you can see from this picture that you saw from the thumbnail, these were two different pictures that were taken. I actually did not take a picture from the very beginning of my journey, which I know it's kind of bad, but this is actually about roughly where I was, because I was at 239.7 pounds. This picture where I'm at the biggest, this one I'm only about like 235 pounds. So it's not completely accurate as far as the pictures, but I never actually did take a picture right from the beginning of the journey, because I've done a lot of these beginning pictures. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done that, where you've done lots of beginning pictures thinking, okay, I'm going to lose a lot of weight. Then you might lose a couple pounds and then you're at square one. Well, I've done this several times, and lo and behold, when I finally actually do lose the 20 pounds, I didn't take a beginning picture, but this is the closest that I could get. But, you know, for me, the reason what got me into really doing the weight loss and just getting right back on track is I was about 0.3 pounds from being in the obese category. I'm 6 feet and 2 inches tall. And so roughly, you know, being 240 pounds apparently puts you in the obese category. That kind of scared me quite a bit. And I knew that I needed to really focus on my health. So these are things that I implemented as far as losing those 20 pounds. The very first thing that I really want to implement that I had been putting off for a long time was have a regular exercise routine. It's something that I kind of go up and down with, and I wanted to be more consistent back when I actually was really consistent with it in my life. So I started to slowly do exercise, where I would do 3 days out of the week where I would exercise, whether it be running or lifting weights. Then the next following week, I'd bump up to 4, then to 5. And I'd alternate, 3 days out of the week doing running, and then 2 days out of the week lifting weights, and so on. And then I'd build it up to where I was actually lifting weights every day and running, 5 days out of the week. So I just slowly build it up, because I know if I went too extreme at the very beginning, it would be too much on my body and it would just be too exhausting, and then I'd just quit. So I slowly introduced it, and I think that's very important when you're trying to lose weight, is to slowly implement exercise. The second thing that I did is, want to implement good eating, healthy habits, because I didn't want to take, doing an extreme diet. I've done those diets before, where I've done the keto diet or the no sugar diet or the no carb diet, or just several other different fad diets that are out there. So for me, I want to just have a good balanced diet where I'm getting good amounts of vegetables, proteins, fats, and some carbs in. So what I really focused on was trying to eat a lot of the good stuff. Usually we put off a lot of the vegetables. So usually at the very beginning of my meals, I would try to get lots of vegetables in as my first portion of the meal. Then, of course, what I would also focus on is get reasonable portion size, because I know for me, I can eat a lot. So I still wanted to make sure that my portion sizes were more reasonable. So I get about roughly, for my height and weight, was 2,500 calories a day, not too extreme and not too much, just that point where I can still slowly kind of be losing weight. So you might be asking yourself, okay, how did you lose 20 pounds by just implementing exercise, eating habits? I've done that, and there's no way I've lost 20 pounds. Same here. There's no way you can just lose 20 pounds. And this depends on each person. Not everybody's going to be able to lose 20 pounds. It depends how much you need to lose, right? For me, I was already 50 pounds overweight from what I used to be 5 years ago. So these are things that I need to implement. I want to implement before I implemented fasting. So fasting, alternate day fasting, is what I really did put in to actually help me lose those 20 pounds in a month. But before I wanted to implement the alternate day fasting, I want to make sure I had healthy eating habits as well as a good exercise routine, not just using fasting as the be-all, the only way of losing weight. I've done that in the past. It is detrimental if you don't do the try and true ways of actually losing weight. It always is back to going with exercise and eating healthy habits that are very healthy. In my opinion, this will never change, but fasting is definitely a way to make things go a little faster, but a supplemental thing that you can tack on to help you lose weight and to keeping it off. So what I did with alternate day fasting is I would fast for 36 hours, and then I would have a feeding window of 12 hours. And then I go back to fasting for 36 hours. That's how alternate day fasting works, in my opinion, the best way. Not trying to do those other ways where you fast for 22 hours and then every day you give yourself 500 calories. That's just a calorie restriction diet that can really decrease your metabolism. But if you alternate, by the days that you're actually feeding, you're still eating a good amounts of food. It kind of tricks the body. And so I found that this really helped me decrease on the weight pretty significantly, as well as, lose on inches. Also build up my energy, help with my mood. These are things that are so important when it comes to implementing alternate day fasting along with good eating, healthy habits, as well as with exercise. The other extremely important thing is the refeeding days. So the days that you're actually going to eat from doing alternate day fasting is to make sure you break your fast with good vegetables, healthy fats. Don't try to go crazy over, eating a bunch of carbs and processed foods. First, get the good stuff in. Then a couple hours later, have a well-balanced meal. And then typically, I didn't restrict myself too much because I was alternate day fasting and I've been doing this. I'm still continuing doing this because I'm losing weight. But by doing this, for a month, this has helped me significantly by implementing these practices. And it's easier to do. The very first 2 weeks when you do alternate day fasting, it's tough. I'll agree. It's really hard, to try to push away those cravings, to break your fast too early and to be able to continue forward, especially when your family is eating. Usually what I would do is try to distract myself, keep myself busy, working on videos or editing or, helping with patients, whatever I needed to do to keep myself distracted from focusing on from eating. So I'm continuing on going, and it's next week I'll actually report my 8-week process of doing alternate day fasting, my results on that. So if you want to follow my journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also check out these other videos over here on alternate day fasting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.